Reaction right now from Democratic Senator Peter Welch of Vermont. Senator, thanks so much for joining us. What's your reaction to how these U.S. aid workers, many of them have been there for 10, 20, 30 years, are being treated? You can go back to your office, collect whatever you want. You got 15 minutes, and then you got to leave.
It's savage and cruel. And you used the wrong word. You said slash. The agenda here, and they're well underway to accomplishing it, is to destroy the U.S. Agency for International Development. So a couple of things. Number one, since the Kennedy administration, that's been an instrument of our soft power, very, very effective. Number two, the way the president is doing this is totally unconstitutional. He's interfering with specific congressional appropriations, incidentally appropriations that Secretary of State Marco Rubio advocated for and voted for. Third, the cruelty to recipients. We've got 170 countries we're involved in. There is food in warehouses that's available for starving children. It won't be delivered. There's medicine that provide vaccines to prevent outbreaks of calamitous diseases. It won't be injected. So this is an extraordinary action and done in a way of maximum cruelty to our workers, but also to the starving kids, the sick folks around the world. So I'm really shocked by it, but nothing shocks me anymore with the Trump administration.
On another sensitive issue, Senator, the U.S. Supreme Court has now paused a midnight deadline that would have required the Trump administration to spend $2 billion in frozen foreign aid, money that's been authorized and appropriated by Congress, signed into law by the president. What is your level of confidence in the court's ability to keep the administration in check?
Well, that really diminishes it. Keep in mind, Justice Roberts did that on his own, and he overruled the lower court decisions. And by the way, this is not just freezing the money. This is money that is owed because the contracting parties had done the work. So it's like you showed up for work, you were there for your 40 hours, you put in your time, and then your employer says, you know what, I'm not paying you this week. So that is this is money that's earned, owed, and obligated. So I find that a dismal decision by Chief Justice Roberts.
It was really fascinating to hear this during his confirmation hearing. Trump's nominee for U.S. Solicitor General John Sauer said he won't rule out ignoring court orders. Listen to this.
Generally, if there's a direct court order that binds a federal or state official, they should follow it.
Why do you say generally? Give me an exception that would be acceptable to you.
I suppose if as I sit here, I can't think of a hypothetical one way or the other. I suppose one could imagine hypotheticals in extreme cases.
How should Congress respond if that happens, Senator?
Well, first of all, it's really important that you're getting this out to the American people, because what we have now is a president who's violating the power of the purse and impounding money, something that Nixon was not allowed to do by the Supreme Court. Second, you're having the Solicitor General basically say that the president has an option as to whether he will follow a Supreme Court order. That is an extraordinary constitutional crisis. So right now we have the president disregarding Democrats. He's not at all engaged with us. He's disregarding Republicans unless they've taken the fealty oath to him. And his Solicitor General is saying it's optional as to whether the president will follow a court order. This is a prescription for